This is Las Vegas Real Estate Now, where we bring you the 3 E's: educate, empower, and engage. I'm your host, Harvey Blankfeld, and we've been selling homes here in Southern Nevada since 1988. We're also very proud to be part of the Real Estate Radio Network. That is a national network of local real estate professionals delivering timely, balanced truths about local market conditions. We also have Kari Phillips from RateWise Mortgage. She's the director and owner. Her NMLS number is 309-701. She's been doing this mortgage stuff for 18 years. Welcome back, Kari.
Thanks for having me.
I know the answer to this, but I want you to share this with our listeners. Do you have to have a home inspection to get a mortgage?
You do not have to get a home inspection to get a mortgage. No,
okay.
That is not the case.
More times than not, we insist our buyers do a home inspection because you just never know. And so when they do that, when it's in the contract that they're doing a home inspection, how much of that should they be sharing with you guys? I mean, they need to be sending that over to you? What do they need to share with you
Honestly, guys, I don't want to see the inspection report, because what that does is raise flags that we don't necessarily want to know about or need to know about. So I only want the invoice. I've had it where, agents send over the inspection. I call them and I smack them on the wrist, and then if they do it again, I smack them over the head, and then if they do it again, I just say, I go down and shake them and then hug them afterwards. But it's something that I would if I were a home buyer, I would get an inspection, because the appraiser, when they go out there, they're just looking at stuff naked eye. It is not their job to go behind the walls, on top of the roof, none of that. They're basically out there saying, okay, is this structurally all good, and is it hazardous or not hazardous? Is the collateral all right? They're giving me a report on value. One of the things that I think a buyer can be proactive about, and a buyer's agent can really look smart, going through the house, is pointing out some things that are going to be required to be fixed or going to be required to be completed prior to close of escrow. But knowing it on the front end will save time, money. It's something that maybe you can make the seller aware, so that they could maybe understand that it's going to need to be paid for or done. Right. When we order the appraisal, we send an automated email to the buyer, the listing agent, and the buyer's agent saying, these are the most common triggers of what an appraiser has to subject to, so that it gives them a heads up. There's nothing worse when they come back and say, we didn't know, or this is a big deal, or this could be a deal breaker.
Because now the appraiser's got to go back a second time.
You got to go back a second time. They're going to charge a $125 trip fee.
It's fun to me. It's been a recent development. Maybe over the last 18 months or so, we've seen a lot of this start to happen. I think that appraisers have been much more proactive in making sure that the house is quote unquote safe and ready. Yeah,
and I you're right in that in doing this,
it wasn't that much before.
I feel like it's way more on the tick-tack stuff.
Yeah, the paint too. The paint was never that big a deal before, but now they're really on the paint, the trim on the exterior of the paint. If there's paint peeling on the outside, VA in particular, they want to make sure that the paint, they don't like seeing paint chips.
Well, what I can only, one of the reasons probably, I'm assuming, is that when a loan is sold, if something's wrong with the appraisal, the Fannie or Freddie will come back and say, listen, investor, you've got to make this change. They go back to the appraiser, then the appraiser gets kind of slapped on the wrist. Yeah. And if they get that enough, I think it changes their whole philosophy. Oh, sure. And appraisals are fighting for jobs out there right now. They're fighting to be on panels, so they want as little dings on their report card, and I don't even know what they call it. I forget, but so I think maybe that's why.
You've been listening to Las Vegas Real Estate Now with host Harvey Blankfeld. Please tune in every Saturday at 11 a.m. right here on News Talk 720 KDWN.